Scorpio, welcome back to the channel. Monica Love here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from the 28th of February to March 6th. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Scorpio, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge here is the Page of Swords, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Star in reverse. Okay, so Scorpio, your challenge here for this coming week is the Page of Swords. I feel like you're trying to investigate something. You're trying to make sense of something. It's been very difficult to get to the bottom or the root of some sort of issue that has been caused in your life. You're trying to make sense of it. For many of you, there's a lot of research that's taking place, or you're finding it difficult to make sense of something here with the Page of Swords. For some of you, you may find it difficult because, you're trying to get the truth. Okay, you are trying to get the truth here. We're going to clarify the Page of Swords and see what your important message is here for you in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. I feel like for many of you in the recent past, there was a very painful ending. Okay, very painful ending that you went through. You really tried to work through this painful ending. For some of you, this could have been an ending in your job, an ending in a relationship here. I'm also getting that you may have, and this is not for all of you, but some of you walked away from a relationship, or you disconnected from a relationship because it couldn't give you what you needed in the recent past. Okay, lots of dissatisfaction here surrounding some sort of situation that happened in your life. We're going to clarify and get more information on that for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Six of Swords, the Temperance, and the Chariot. So I feel like in the present moment, you're kind of being called to move forward on something. It's like time to move forward. It's been, difficult for you to move forward because you have the Temperance here, but Spirit is saying it is time. There's signs and synchronicities around you that are, maybe pushing you to move forward in your life, especially if you're moving away from some sort of difficult situation that you went through. We're going to find out more about this when we clarify. Now, in the near future, you have the Four of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Moon. So I feel like there's something here in the near future that's hidden from you with the Moon energy here. We're going to find out what that may be. For others of you, I'm really strongly getting that there is someone who's coming into your life. Could be a fire sign here in the near future. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I am getting maybe a Cancer or a Pisces for some of you. I do see you offering love to this person, but you need to be careful. Okay, you need to be careful because although you're still trying to make sense of your love life when it comes to a specific person, individual, I feel like there's somebody here who's inconsistent, but you're charmed by them. There's a very charming energy here in the near future. You need to be careful because you have the South Node, which is either conjuncture Sun, Moon, and Rising. So there's a lot of lessons that you're learning here, and you may want to avoid this this energy of the Moon and the Knight of Wands. I don't get a good vibe here. So I'm going to clarify this and see what you need to be prepared for in the near future. Okay. So let's talk about what you don't see coming. Now you have the Star in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the World, Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. So I'm really strongly getting here, you're still kind of getting over something here that ended, okay? It didn't end maybe well for you. It's been very difficult for you to get over this situation. I'm getting that although you went through a bad situation, some of you don't want to see this situation, or you don't want to acknowledge it. It's like, I don't want to acknowledge it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to experience this. But Spirit is also saying that this experience that you went through, there's something here about acceptance. There's something here about accepting something is over, accepting that maybe something didn't go the way that you wanted it to. You have the Ace of Pentacles here in the Star. So, there's something here about healing, needing to focus on your healing, needing to maybe focus on, focus on maybe your future, and that may be hard for you to do right now, but there's something here about you needing to prepare yourself for opportunities that are coming in, okay? But if you're still maybe holding on to something here, Scorpio, that, ended or didn't really happen the way that you wanted to, it could have been an emotional situation, there's a lot of healing that still needs to happen, is what Spirit is telling me. And what you don't see coming is a lot of you are going to be avoiding that, or you may not even want to even focus on that. But in order to completely close this cycle out and move forward, and not always because there's something here about you always searching for answers. It's like, I need to know, I need to know, I need to know, but those answers come from within. And if you're still not doing the inner work, which means, healing, loving yourself, taking salt baths to, you're a water sign, right? So salt baths, water is very much a part of your healing process. And Spirit is saying that's something that you need to look into and do, because whatever's happening on the inside is what's the reflection of what's happening on the outside, okay? So a lot of you, what you don't see coming is that part of you getting over something here that ended very badly or didn't really close out. You don't really understand and overstand why it closed out the way it did. Spirit is saying the more you start to do the inner work and heal this body, this soul that you have within yourself, the more the answers are going to come to you, okay? But you have to do the inner work. And that's what Spirit is saying in terms of what you don't see coming, okay? So, and underneath the deck, you have the Fool in reverse. So something here is not moving forward until you do that inner work, okay? So let's get into your reading and let's see what's going on for you. So let's clarify your challenge. Okay, so the Page of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Swords. You have the Chariot and the Sun. So for many of you, I feel like your challenge has a lot to do with, again, you trying to make sense of something here. And for many of you, your biggest challenge is going to be moving forward and remaining happy, moving forward and remaining positive, moving forward and not being overly rigid about something in your life. I feel like your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with the fact that you've been in your head about things. You've been trying to make sense of something, and Spirit is saying, sure, you can, be in your head about this situation, but eventually you're going to have to move on. Eventually you're going to have to, work on your happiness, work on what it's going to take to get back to this place of being happy. So, Spirit is saying, stagnation should be something that you should avoid, okay? That means working on moving forward, making the necessary steps, being logical. There's something here about being logical about moving forward. It's like, okay, I need to pick myself up and move forward. I need to remain positive. I need to remain happy. There's something here about you needing to focus on your happiness. And by you focusing on your happiness, Scorpio, it's going to allow you to move forward. Okay. And this is going to require you to be very logical with yourself, because you're a water sign. Water signs tend to be very overly emotional in their emotions. And that may be your challenge. What do I need to do to be logical with myself? What do I need to do to be happy? What do I need to do to move forward? Okay. So this is your biggest challenge. This is what I'm seeing. Now let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Ten of Swords in the recent past. So the Ten of Swords is clarified by the Devil, the Seven of Swords, and the Page of Cups. I feel for many of you, there was definitely some sort of deception or lies in the recent past, and it led to a lot of trauma within your relationship. I feel like somebody here was, maybe, I'm getting an alcoholic energy here, somebody who constantly lies, somebody who isn't honest. It's like there's something here that this person was doing in the recent past where, they were doing it over and over and over again, and you may have said, this needs to stop. This needs to come to an end. And I think a lot of you tried to work things out with this person. Like you really tried to work things out with this person. You really did. But it got to the point where it kept happening. Something here kept happening over and over and over again. And you could have said, enough. I'm not doing this anymore. I do see you walked away from this person, or you emotionally disconnected from them, even though you tried to work on things over and over again with them. Some of you even accepted an apology from this person, or maybe it was you that offered an apology. But either way, you were really desperately trying to work things out with somebody here in the past. And even though you tried, it's still something here didn't change. And as a result of that, you walked away or disconnected, okay? Or this person walked away and disconnected. And there was a very painful ending here in the recent past, okay? Now, in the present moment, you're being called to move forward. It's been very difficult to get over this, but Spirit is showing you signs and synchronicities with the Temperance. We're going to clarify and see what the Temperance is, what your important spiritual message is in the present moment when we clarify in a minute. But first, I want to clarify the Six of Swords. Tell me more about the Six of Swords in the present moment for Scorpio. So the Six of Swords is clarified by the Star, you have the Moon, and the Ten of Pentacles. In the present moment, Spirit is calling you to move forward, to move away from any sort of situation that is causing drama, that has been causing you pain. It's time to release this. And I feel like that's what a lot of you may be doing in the present moment. And if you're not doing that, that's something that you're going to want to consider, because I feel like in the present moment, a lot of you are being called right now to move on. There's a big healing process that that needs to take place or is taking place. Some of you are still working through your emotions. You're trying to heal from some sort of trauma. But the good news here, Scorpio, is a lot of you are going to be focusing on your finances. I see a huge windfall, huge opportunity in business that's coming in for you. So even though things may be emotional on one side and maybe things are difficult in your love life, I see your financial situation completely improving, especially if you're open to really doing the healing, planning for the future. I see a lot of planning for the future in the present moment. Tell me more about the Temperance. What's the important message from Spirit in the present moment for Scorpio? Very important message from above, from ancestors, maybe someone here who's passed on for many of you. Very important message here. Tell me more about the Temperance. So the Temperance is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Somebody here in the present moment is letting you know, could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. They're saying, I'm sorry that I rejected you, or I'm sorry I didn't appreciate you when I had the chance to appreciate you. For others of you, this is somebody here who still wants to work things out with you, okay? They're very focused on working together with you, cooperating with you. I feel like some of you are going to be attracting an earth sign, or maybe you had an earth sign in your life, or you have an earth sign in your life. And I'm seeing that this person wants to move forward, okay? Someone here wants to move forward. Whoever this person is, they're very stable. They're somebody who can really bring a lot of abundance into your life, but you may not be interested, okay? Or there may be a lack of, moving forward. And a lot of you, Scorpio, have to consider the fact that one of the biggest messages for you in this reading is healing, needing to do the inner work, needing to really take time out and work on yourself. I think a lot of you have not been doing that, or you haven't had time to do that. And Spirit is saying, in order for you to completely move forward successfully towards this abundance, towards this happiness in your life, you need to consider that, okay? This is what's going to allow you to move forward the way that you want to, all right? So this is what I'm seeing in the present moment. Now, let's talk about the near future. Now, in the near future, something happens here unexpectedly with the Moon, and it's hidden from you. You don't see it coming. We're going to talk about what's hidden from you and what may be coming in that you may not expect. But first, I want to clarify the Knight of Wands. There's some sort of fire sign here in the near future that's coming in. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands in the near future for Scorpio. The Knight of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Cups. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Hermit. So in the near future, I'm really strongly getting there's going to be huge opportunity that's coming in from someone here that you're casually dating or casually seeing. Again, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, maybe a Pisces. I'm also getting a Virgo. Beautiful, big opportunity that's coming in. But one of the things that you don't notice is this opportunity. Because the way this person approaches you, Scorpio, they're very nonchalant. They're very like in and out, somewhat unattainable, okay? And you like that. You like that about this person because it's like, ooh, it's like this person isn't attainable and it makes them more attractive, okay? But a lot of you don't see the fact that this person can really offer you a lot of stability. This is actually somebody who's a very deep thinker. Even though on the surface they may not seem that way, they're a very deep thinker, okay? And you may assume that this person doesn't want to be with you. And I don't think that's the case. I think that you attract this person very unknowingly. It's someone that you attract unexpectedly, and you have to be careful because you may make assumptions about this person in the near future, especially if you haven't done the inner work, okay? So why is the Four of Cups here in the near future for Scorpio? Why is it here? What do they need to know about this connection that may be coming in. So the Four of Cups is clarified by the Five of Pentacles. You have the High Priestess and the Empress, okay? So in the near future, I'm really strongly getting that a lot of you may feel rejection in the near future, or you may feel abandonment issues. And I don't feel, as much as you may assume that this person is doing that to you, a lot of you are creating this in your mind. Your spiritual energy is very heightened in the near future, okay? Especially because now we're going to be having Jupiter conjunct Neptune. There's going to be a lot of activity in Pisces, and Pisces is trine astrologically to your sun, your moon, or your rising. So you need to make sure that you're doing the inner work so that in the near future, when opportunities come in, you're not assuming that these opportunities are not there, okay? There's a lot of illusion here in the near future, especially with the High Priestess. So there's two ways you can look at this offer that's coming in, or this offer that you're making to this person. You can either assume that this person doesn't want you, which isn't the case. This person you're attracting in the near future is a deep thinker. They're not somebody, although they may seem like somebody who's a partier, they're very like outgoing, there's still someone who's a very deep thinker, but you don't notice that about this person. And you may make assumptions here, okay? You may make assumptions that this person doesn't want you. You may make assumptions that, so, you know, there's two ways you can look at this, because you have the Five of Pentacles here and you have the Empress. These are two very different energies. This is energy of growth and this is energy of abandonment. And it all depends on how you look at the situation. So if you do the inner work, you're going to be able to look at this situation from a different perspective, okay? And this is what you don't see coming with the moon here. This is what's hidden from you. The fact that there is somebody here that can really bring you a lot of happiness to your life if you're open to it. But you got to do the inner work. South node in your sun, your moon, your rising, okay, astrologically. You see, this is why the star is here in reverse and what you don't see coming. If you don't do the inner work, it's a missed opportunity. Okay, I'm just warning you now in advance. All right, so let's get some advice for you. What is the advice? I just heard you deserve love, like a download, like a message from spirit. Could be somebody, like I said, who passed on. They're saying you deserve love. You deserve love, okay? So what is the advice here? The advice here is the Two of Wands. You have the Seven of Wands and the Four of Swords. Your biggest piece of advice, Scorpio, moving forward is to do the inner work. Like I said, all throughout your reading, you need to heal. You need to start setting boundaries with friends, acquaintances, people that you deal with. You know, you're not your usual self, especially in the next, year and a half. You're still doing the inner work. So Spirit is saying you need to set boundaries and you need to start planning on what direction you want to take moving forward in your life. But in order to do that, you have to be honest with yourself, and you need to start focusing on healing activities that you can do for yourself, and it's going to require you to set boundaries moving forward, okay? So Scorpio, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.